4 years ago, Scott Cawthon created a franchise called Five Nights at Freddy's. It being his final game, he wanted to go over the vein with a horror game based on a comment from his Oreo game, Chippo and Sons, that said that his characters looked creepy. So he made Five Nights at Freddy's. It being his last game, he thought this was the end. But Five Nights at Freddy's was a big hit, meaning the sequels and most definitely fan games. But the FNAF community kind of came on differently than most. Instead of making fan games, they made entire franchises that we know and love, like Five Nights at Candy's and Those Nights at Rachel's. So, with the discontinuation of Nightmare Mr. Hugs, I thought we should go over my top 10 favorite FNAF fan games. Number 1, this is my opinion and my opinion only. Number 2, not more than one game per franchise. So if I include a Five Nights at Warios game, I can't include another Five Nights at Warios game. Number 3, there's no number 3. But first, like, comment, and subscribe, and do all those things, and that would really make me happy. Anyway, on to the list. Those Nights at Rachel's. Yeah, people are gonna be angry at me for this. The game is great. I put it in my 10 for a reason, but I put it at number 10 for a few things. Number 1, the game isn't exactly perfect, I would say. The mechanics are straightforward and nice, but you have to go to the back room way too often, and sometimes when you see an animatronic at the door, you don't have enough time to react to close the door. Look. Five Nights at Candy's is a great franchise. The first one was a little too similar to FNAF 1. The second one was a combination between FNAF 2 and FNAF 3 that I really like, but some of the mechanics don't mesh well together. And did I just say FNAF? FNAF 3 is really good. I believe it's the superior out of the 3 games, including the remaster. But, again, you have to realize, but I'm just going to say the mechanics here. So, you're in a room, At number 8, we have Tyke and Sons Lumber Co. Now, Tyke and Sons Lumber Co. is like Chippo and Sons Lumber Co., but way better and also scary. So, really, it's literally just like if you mix FNAF and Chippo and Sons. It's scary. The daytime parts are Chippo and Sons. You just go around planting trees, doing side quests, and it's way more fresh after Chippo and Sons. When I played Chippo and Sons at first, it was a mess. I don't want to say that's but it was a mess. There are fun mini games all over the place. Then the nights. Each day you learn about different animatronic things, or just like these Chippo mats. Then you have to survive from them. They're pretty simple, like you have to flash them away or you have to not move. And then, but the mechanics really mesh well together. I would have put it higher, but it's a little bit too grindy for my taste. But still a great game, and I just realized I said grindy, and my favorite game is Final Fantasy VII. At number 7, we have Five Nights at Yoshi's. It's Yoshi. And more importantly, it's made by a Yoshi. It's made by Jeb Yoshi. Yoshi. Well, Yoshis, I think. You also have more Yoshis. You go around with Yoshis. Yoshis try to attack you. One Yoshi named Dan, you see, and then he's gone and you have to check the camera. Another one has a twin. The other one is exactly like Foxy, but he's a Yoshi. And this Yoshi is a demon. Oh yeah, and this Yoshi hates electricity. Yoshi. At number 6, my goodness, I am going to be hunted for witch trials for this. At number 6, we have the Joy of Creation story mode. People are going to hate me. The Joy of Creation story mode is a great game. It has different rooms that you can, meaning more customizability and different rooms and different mechanics. So it's all fleshed out. But it gets really hard when when you're at 5 a.m. and then they just get faster and faster and faster and faster. And then sometimes you just can't keep your sanity alive, and Chica's just like, hey, what's up? And pecks you out of the oblivion. It's still a fun game with different mechanics and different things. It's better than those Nights of Late shows. It's one of the best. But I think it's a bit overrated. Not that much. Oh no. So anyway, as I said, I put this over The Joy of Creation. Fun Times at Homo's 2. I love The Simpsons so very much. It's my favorite show on television. I may even make a list about my favorite TV shows. Spoiler alert, The Simpsons is at number 1. The Simpsons episodes nowadays, not that good. The Simpsons old episodes, very good. Best show on television. But anyway, they made a game out of it, and it was really cool, but it was way too similar to Fnaf 1. So they made a sequel, and it's similar to Fnaf 2, but it's not. Each night, you have the basic themes. The withered, the new ones, and you have the new ones. But instead of the stupid music box, you have math questions by Ned Flanders. And who doesn't love Ned Flanders? Besides Homer Simpson. But when the new ones get in the office, you think, oh no, I have to put on the mask. Well, no, you actually don't, because if you have enough Questy collectible tickets, you can actually spend them so that they can help you. Or in Bart's case, you just play a game with them. And then the withered ones, which they will have to protect you from if that happens. You put on the mask to get rid of them, though. So, yeah. But toy ones can go rogue, so you keep on having to reboot them. It's a great game, and it's better than The Joy of Creation. I am going to be hunted for the rest of my life. Hey, does anyone remember that song from Rick Astley? Day Shift at Freddys is like if you combine an RPG in FNAF and also Sans from Undertale and Doggos, and I only said Sans from Undertale because I mean memes. So many memes. So many memes. Memes, and also this is the most. I can't tell you how many times it made it laugh. This humor is definitely up for me and does sometimes have some really touching moments. But also, instead of Fudbill, you have Cool Cat. So whenever Ultimate Custom Night, whenever I was so great and stuff and how the mechanics mesh well, no they didn't. The mechanics didn't mesh that well together because in Ultimate Custom Night, you have to be an Ultimate Master in order to beat it. But FNAF Maniac Mania solved a lot of the problems that FNAF had. Mostly the reads. You had to read everyone in FNAF Ultimate Custom Night, but in FNAF Maniac Mania, no. It's like the FNAF 1 characters, close the doors, FNAF 2, mask. It's nearly exactly the same as it was in the original games. Not only that, I've actually beaten the ultimate mode of this game. Not only that, there was achievements, a jump scare menu, a shop, extras if you beat the entire game, a tutorial, which you can't do because secret, I beat the game, and also with lab mode. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a big fall. Humpty Dumpty broke his legs because of copper skinny rotation. And number 2, we have One Night at Flumptys. That someone threw a book at me. One Night at Flumptys is a fun game with great humor, but I think that it's way too similar to FNAF 1. But One Night Flumptys 2, it fixes that problem with a light switch mechanic that's not like anything we've seen in a FNAF game. By the way, it's made by Jonachrome, which also made the Little School games, apparently. I didn't even know that, but I loved the Little School games a few years ago, and I still do. But anyway, back to One Night of Flumptys. You have the same board thing that will go through, that sits on a toilet and will go through the vents. You have Flumpty, who will go around anywhere. You have Birthday Boy Blam, that has a pattern because he's very organized, and then he turns into me at 6 a.m. looking for bangs! And then there's the Red Man, which is the creepiest thing on my watch later list. And you have this thing, Grunkfest the Clown, who has a patience meter. Now, before we get to number 1, which is a very unpopular choice, let's see some honorable mentions. Jollibee's great mechanics almost made the list. One problem though. It didn't make the list. Pop Goes. Fun, addicting, mechanics don't mesh well all the time, but it's still a great game, has a lot of extras, 1 year of practice, good job. Five Nights at the Chum Bucket is like if you make SpongeBob and then the Chum Bucket. Wait, what? I meant SpongeBob and Fnaf. The mechanics mesh well together, but I think it's a little bit too, 3D model-y for me, and also the mechanics do mesh well, except sometimes with some. Five Nights with Mac Tonight is McDonald's, and it's making fun of McDonald's, so I love it. Also, it has good mechanics, and it's made by a mouse. Simple FNAF is like if you take an RPG and Five Nights at Freddy's, and then turn the lore into an RPG, and it's very confusing, but somehow still enjoyable. Enemy Goes Hell is an ultimate custom night, but with less characters and less 20 modes, and I like it better. Okay, I can't skip this anymore. Use number 1. Just to prepare yourself, it's a Warios game. Now people are going to get very mad at me. Like the maddest people would ever be, because I put a Warios game in front of the joy of creation. But this one deserved it. I almost put Five Nights at Warios 3, but then I played this game. Five Nights at Warios Origins, in my opinion, is my favorite Fnaf Fangames. Here's the reasons why. The mechanics are very well, because you can explore around your space. I know it's Google Pictures, but that's whatever. And you just can go around your space, collect invisibility mushrooms to avoid this demon Wario. My goodness. By the way, did I mention that the story of Five Nights at Warios is actually very weird, but very satisfying? The storyline just concludes of weirdness, because it's Mario, but dead. Fun for the whole family. But you just have to go around eating the invisibility mushrooms and making sure that you don't run into. But 1998 mode, even though it's my favorite mode, isn't even the end of it. Now you have 2018 mode. This was updated a few like a week ago, and it's great. 2018 mode is like if you take My Horrifying Nightmares and FNAF and mix them together, and then you have this. The mechanics mesh well together all the time in both modes. And also, did I mention that some of the jump scares are scary? And then you have this one that's and then all the 2018 ones are Nightmare Fuel. And then Peaches is if Nightmare Fuel, that FNAF. And then I have to stop with these analogies.
Trusty Road. Hey, Coach Guard. May I help you? To the right. Tycho. Okay. I'm just leaving. To the left, Tycho.